Hello, today we're talking about emotions, how to describe what you feel in English. Emotions are a big part of daily conversation, right?
Absolutely. If you can talk about emotions clearly, your English sounds more natural, and it helps people understand you better.
Let's start simple. How do you feel today?
I feel calm today. Calm means relaxed and not stressed.
That's a good emotion. I feel excited. Excited means happy and full of energy.
Yes, and when people feel excited, they usually smile a lot or talk faster.
True. Speaking of emotions, some people only know happy, sad, angry. But English has so many useful words. For example, frustrated.
Oh, that's a good one. Frustrated means you feel annoyed because something is not going the way you want.
Exactly. Like when you study English but forget a word, you feel frustrated.
Yes, or when your internet stops working during a video call.
That's very frustrating. Another good emotion word is overwhelmed.
Let's explain that. Overwhelmed means you feel like there are too many things happening and you can't handle all of them easily.
Right. For example, if you have a lot of work, plus studying, plus family responsibilities, you might feel overwhelmed.
What about positive emotions like grateful?
Oh, yes. Grateful means you feel thankful for something or someone.
For example, I feel grateful when my friends support me.
Same here. And I think many viewers feel grateful when they finally understand a new English word.
Definitely. Speaking of new words, here's another. Motivated.
Good one. Motivated means you want to do something because you feel inspired or encouraged.
Yes, when you have a goal and you feel excited to reach it, that's motivation.
Let me tell you a short story. Yesterday, I felt stressed, but then I watched a relaxing video and I felt peaceful again.
Peaceful means calm, quiet, and without worry.
Exactly. Emotions change quickly. That's why learning many emotion words is so helpful.
I agree. And sometimes emotions are mixed. You can feel happy and nervous at the same time.
Yes, like on your first day of work.
Or when you speak English with new people.
Speaking of nervous, let's explain it. Nervous means you feel worried or afraid that something might go wrong.
Good explanation. And there's another emotion, confident.
Yes, confident means you feel sure about yourself.
And confidence grows when you practice English often.
Absolutely. Practice builds confidence. Let's try a little exercise. I say an emotion and you say when you feel it. Ready?
Ready. Go ahead.
Okay. Angry.
I feel angry when someone interrupts me while I'm working. Interrupt means to stop someone while they're speaking or doing something.
Good example. How about proud?
I feel proud when I finish a difficult project. Proud means you feel happy about what you accomplished.
Nice. Let's do one more. Worried.
I feel worried when someone I love is sick. Worried means you think something bad might happen.
That's true for many people. Now, I want to ask our viewers, when do you feel proud? Write your answer in the comments.
Yes, even if your sentence is simple, it's okay. We'll help you if you need corrections.
Let's introduce a more advanced word, discouraged.
Good one. Discouraged means you feel like giving up because something is too difficult.
For example, many learners feel discouraged when they don't improve fast.
But they shouldn't. Progress comes slowly, and emotions like discouraged can be temporary.
Good point. Another advanced word is content.
Yes, content means a gentle feeling of happiness or satisfaction.
It's not as strong as very happy. It's calm, simple happiness.
For example, I feel content when I sit in the sun with a cup of tea.
Nice example. I feel content when I read a good book.
Okay, one more advanced emotion word. Empathetic.
Great choice. Empathetic means you understand and feel other people's emotions.
Yes, if someone is sad and you feel sad with them, you are being empathetic.
And empathy, the noun from empathetic, is very important in communication.
Exactly. When you understand someone's emotions, conversations become deeper.
Speaking of deeper, that's another word we should explain.
Sure. Deeper conversation means a conversation that goes beyond small talk and discusses personal feelings or ideas.
Yes, and emotions are the heart of deeper conversations. And sometimes emotions mix together. For example, you can feel excited and nervous at the same time, like before a big exam or before traveling somewhere new.
Yes, that mix is very common. There's even a word for it, anticipation. It means you feel excited because something is coming soon. Do you know this word?
Yes. Anticipation means you're waiting for something with excitement. For example, I feel anticipation before my birthday because I know something fun will happen.
Perfect example. Now let's talk about a more difficult emotion, frustration. This means you feel angry or annoyed because something is not working the way you want. Do you have any situations that make you feel frustrated?
Oh, many. For example, when my internet stops working while I'm uploading a video, that makes me feel frustrated. How about you?
For me, I feel frustrated when I try to explain something but people don't understand. It feels like my words are not enough.
That's a good one. Speaking of strong emotions, what about overwhelmed? This is a very useful word. It means you feel like there's too much work, too many responsibilities, too many feelings.
Yes, when someone says, I feel overwhelmed, it means everything is happening at the same time and the person can't handle it easily. For example, I felt overwhelmed during the busy week at work.
Exactly. Now, maybe let's talk about positive emotions again. What about grateful? Do you think learners should use this word?
Definitely. Grateful means you feel thankful. For example, I'm grateful for my family, or I'm grateful for people who support me. It's a warm, meaningful emotion.
And it's so nice to say it to someone. I'm grateful for you. It makes people feel appreciated.
Speaking of appreciation, another lovely word is content. It means calm happiness, not excited happiness, more like peaceful happiness.
Yes, very soft and gentle. For example, after a long walk, I felt content. It's a beautiful way to express quiet joy.
And now maybe we should practice using these words in daily situations. For example, imagine you come home after a long day. How do you feel?
I might say, I feel exhausted. That means very tired.
Good one. And if someone gives you a surprise gift?
I feel delighted. Delighted means very pleased or very happy.
Nice. And if someone criticizes you unfairly?
I feel offended. Offended means your feelings are hurt because of someone's words.
Exactly. And now it's time for a little challenge for our viewers. If you're watching this video, try to write 3 sentences in the comments. One about a positive emotion you felt this week, one about a negative emotion you felt this week, and one sentence using a new advanced word from this lesson.
Yes, write them below and we'll check and correct them. If you use a difficult emotion word, we'll show you how to use it naturally in real conversation.
And that's how you truly improve your English, by practicing with real feelings and real examples.
All right. If you want the second part of this topic, let us know in the comments too.